Okay.
And no
Using my
musical
laptop.
accompaniment.
Using the laptop this time, so things should be high quality. We are beginning.
Oh no.
I actually really
Who
like
misses me? I'm back, baby. Who misses me? I've been gone for like 2 months. 2 months, y'all. I miss you all since WandaVision. I've watched your guys' videos, and I have to say they're very hilarious.
Thank you.
I finally made it through nursing semester 1. I got 3 more semesters to go through, and I need a break. It was a lot of blood, sweat, and a hell of a lot of tears. I've been practically crying like every single day.
You know what helps? You know what helps with blood, sweat, and tears? Lemonade.
I got a lemon right here.
Heck yeah.
You can drink lemonade, and the sugar will stop you from crying. If you pour it on you, you won't feel sweat anymore. And honestly, if you put it in a wound, you won't bleed anymore, but that will hurt.
Yeah, I've seen that one episode of Phineas and Ferb. I would know.
Lemonade mouth, everyone.
Lemonade mouth. I got a lemon. I didn't have time to make lemonade, so thank you, Colin, for having lemonade out. I just didn't have time. All I have is a lemon, and yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that it's one of these
pink lemonade. Does pink lemonade count, or is that cheating?
That should count, right? I like me some pink rose lemonade.
It's still lemonade.
Yeah, it's still lemonade. You're cool.
I am joined by Jack of all trades, Scott Marr, and Sherry the Dizwiz, and I am Dr. Knealetapus. Welcome to Disney+Pals. Today we're talking about Lemonade Mouth, and this is the final one of our picks for Pick Month, and it was picked by Cher. So, Cher, is there a particular reason why you picked Lemonade Mouth over everything else? Because I couldn't help but notice when you mentioned your choices, what you were thinking about.
Yes,
Kenny Ortega's masterpiece was there.
Whoa. I've seen the previous episode, how you kind of called me out a little bit. I've seen the previous episode, and I sincerely apologize to everyone who was expecting me to come every Friday when they're like, next week is Sherry. I wasn't there. It's because of school, man. Nursing is not
calling
easy.
You out. We just explained why you were gone.
Nursing ain't easy, man. So, long story short, I'll try to make it as simple as possible here. So, about 3 weeks ago, Neil chatted with me. He's like, hey, we're doing a pick month. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I just started thinking about anniversaries. I just started thinking about anniversaries, and I kept telling Neil, I was like, oh, it's the 20th anniversary of the Proud Family movie, and also the 20th anniversary of Lizzie McGuire. It's the 10th anniversary of Lemonade Mouth, which is what I picked. It's the 15th anniversary of the first High School Musical movie. It's the 35th anniversary of The Great Mouse Detective, which is my favorite underrated Disney movie of all time.
I still haven't seen it.
I still haven't seen it either.
It's so good. Vincent Price is genius.
You could have finally made me watch it, but you missed the opportunity. So why?
Let me explain.
Why is Lemonade Mouth so?
Hey! I'm not done explaining. I'm still doing my explanation here. Thank you. Anyways, Princess Diaries, but I didn't think you guys wanted to do Princess Diaries because you guys are dudes. Not that I'm doing any stereotypes. No.
I wouldn't have minded.
I love Anne Hathaway, madam.
I love Julie Andrews.
I love Anne Hathaway too, and apparently we lost Jack. Oh no. And, I mean, he did say he did say he was having internet problems.
I'm back. Okay, we should be fine.
So, I didn't know. So actually, the funny
thing
thing
if it happens again, ignore us, and I'll join back on as soon as I can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways,
buddy.
so I was actually deliberating this during finals, which was probably the best thing to do because I had to focus on pharmacology and memorizing drugs and stuff. But so I actually deliberated with my mom. She is not here today. She's actually at work, but she comes on and off again. So I know everyone loves my mom. I love my mom too. Anyways, So I was deliberating with her, and I was like, okay, Mom, I have like a lemonade mouth and like all these other choices. And my mom's like, they're not gonna like Princess Diaries. So I'm like, but I like it Hathaway though. She had no idea what the Great Mouse Detective was. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and then she's like, no, don't do High School Musical, not yet. Didn't you say that they're gonna do that? I was like, I don't know, it's up to them. So she's like, I don't think they're gonna like Proud Family. It's like, who doesn't like the Proud Family? They're supposed to be coming back. Come
I
on.
fucking love the Proud Family. The Proud Family is great.
And then my mom's like, and actually originally I was going to pick the Proud Family. But then I saw your guys' choices and I wanted to be different because I think I'm the only one to pick something live action related. And it wasn't a bunch of episodes, it was just a movie. So I wanted to be different. So then my next choice would have been Lizzie McGuire, but my mom's like, I don't think they're going to like Lizzie McGuire either. I was like, okay. What's wrong with Lizzie McGuire?
So no matter what, we were getting a movie or a show about somebody who does the singing.
Pretty much. And then, of course, as you guys have seen from the previous episode, where I basically did a game with Neil. That did not end well for me. I thought he wasn't gonna get it, but he knows me too well, and we've only met each other for like what, a year? Has it really been
We're
a year?
BFFs, bruh.
Heck yeah. I've only met you guys, well, with the exception of Jack, of course. I've only met you guys for like a year. So
I met Jack today.
I know. That's what I'm saying, with the exception of Jack. I mean, technically we chatted, we just never seen like face to face.
Yeah.
And this is the beginning of your romance.
I'm spoken for.
I do have a thing for people that are named Jack. If you know, I have a huge crush of Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians because of a certain voice actor.
Jack, quick, shave your emo head, dye it white,
focus,
put on a blue jumper.
We are getting way off track. Lemonade Mouth.
Yes, let's just say that Neil guessed Lemonade Mouth. I was mad for like 3 seconds, and then I liked him.
That's our friendship in a nutshell. I say something, you get mad, and then you're like, I like you. And that's it.
I actually have to take this off. I am getting way too hot. Maybe it's because I've been explaining and my face turns red every time I explain and I get too excited, so I gotta take this off.
You're good. You're allowed to be excited. This is your pick.
Oh my
The
gosh.
reason it was easy to guess, though, is because you were super into Disney Channel stuff, and this movie has a ton of Disney Channel stars in it.
Which includes Teddy Duncan, Mitchell Musso 2.0, aka Callum, the stepbrother from Dog with a Blog, Rebel Without a Cause, and future Princess Jasmine from the live-action Aladdin movie.
Yeah, I remember seeing the cast names on there. I thought, Naomi Scott, why does that look familiar? It was only like more than halfway through the movie. I got a close look at her face, like, wait a minute, where have I seen? Oh, it's Jasmine. Yes.
She's also the Pink Ranger from that new Power Rangers movie that came out a while back.
That too. Oh, and fun fact, the lead singer from the rival band, he is played by the brother of, was it Grady or Brady from Sunny with a Chance?
Oh, Brady.
You're right, yeah.
I forgot Sunny with a Chance existed.
Yeah, that
I
completely
really
slipped my
did.
mind.
Sunny
like
with a
bring up
Chance
fun
was a show. Sunny with a Chance was a show about like a girl trying to like be in a Saturday Night Live style sketch show, right?
Yeah, and then So Random happened, but I know why Demi left. I don't blame her, so.
Well,
I don't blame her.
Well, Bridget Mendler, of course, actually is no stranger to Disney+Pals. I don't know if you noticed this, Callum. That's the same girl from Good Luck Charlie, It's Christmas.
Teddy Duncan.
Ah.
Yeah.
And also she was, technically, we also did that episode of Wizards of Waverly Place back in October, Wizards versus Werewolves. Juliet.
Yeah.
Bridget Mendler has weirdly haunted this show.
Hang in there, baby.
But I think this is the first. Well, I guess she was kind of the main character of Good Luck Charlie. This is the first time, like, Is she even the main character of this? I don't know. She's the narrator. I don't know.
It's like all 5 of them together, but she's the one that's mainly narrating all of this to her dad.
I'm single!
The hell was
Speaking
that?
of which, that was Callum doing a voice.
What type of voice was that?
I don't know, but it was cute. 6 out of 10.
I don't even know what that was.
It was cute. Just let it be cute.
I'm not saying it wasn't cute. I was just kind of startled.
The Lemonade Mouth.
Yes.
Lemonade Mouth is the story of, like, basically the founding of this band, and even though I kind of liked this movie, it weirdly had a little bit of a charm to it.
So it's pretty much
Very
basically
tropey.
the Breakfast Club if they form a band. That's how I saw it.
That's Doug Walker's review of it. I know, I saw it
What?
lately just to... Oh, your mind.
Did I just
I read your mind. There is no escape, young ladies. You're not original anymore.
I just
This
thought
voice
it
is
was
less
just-
cute. It is kind of Breakfast Clubby, but also, like, it's also just really weird in a tropey way. Like, I won't bother doing a straight up synopsis. We can just go in by character and character and talk about the story
Yeah.
arcs.
Everyone in the audience, it's Disney Channel, foundation of a rock band. That should speak for itself. That's the
I mean-
plot. Let's go to everything else.
The thing that's weird, though, is it's a fictional rock band. So when they say stuff like Lemonade Mouth are poets, they're earth shakers, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
If I remember this correct, I think this is based off of a book.
Ooh.
Well, what's even
I mean, it's
weirder
not
to
the
me.
first time Disney Channel has done stuff like books. I think they did it with like what Read It and Weep, the upside down magic crap that came out last year. That's basically Harry Potter.
Princess Diary was a book.
Yeah, Princess
Yes,
Diaries.
it is a book.
Camp Rock is a book. Twitches is a book.
And the events of this may or may not have been inspired by canceling music in American high schools. That may or may not be true,
Glee.
but
It's Glee.
No. No, going around at this time, there was like music programs getting like big budget cuts was like a
Like
huge
Glee.
thing when this came out.
Like Glee.
they were getting busted.
Which, by the way, there's no real place for me to bring this up during the review, so I'll just bring it up now. How did you guys feel about seeing flip phones again?
Nostalgic.
Did you remember those? Everybody had a flip phone, and it was wonderful. It took me back to the days of my youth when those, were relevant.
I
don't remember. I grew up in the 2000s.
I specifically had one of those like little shifty phones where you flick your thumb up on it and the buttons are there. Yeah.
Oh, really? I had a flip phone.
To
I
my
had
memory.
like a
I
tiny
had a
little
Nokia
phone.
brick. That was my phone.
I didn't get a phone until I was 13, so.
Oh, so you're behind us. You got the computers of the modern age.
I mean,
You're
I was
behind.
2000, so I was born in the new generation. Ooh.
Listen
You're
here,
behind.
little ass.
You're
Back
behind.
in our day, get this. All cell phones did was call. And that was it.
And now you
And
can do
The dark
stuff
times.
like on apps and stuff.
These
We were
phones
lucky
had
if we could
something.
text.
These phones had something you could never have ever again. Buttons.
I mean, let's be honest, the phones of the past were kind of shit. But now they're really good.
Yeah, you can like text, you can email, you can do selfies, you can post them on like Twitter, you can have a Stardust account. I'm not promoting Stardust, but yeah.
Once
Yes, you
again,
are.
Lemonade Mouth.
Yes.
So,
Oh my God.
let's just go in character by character. Of course, Bridget Mendler has Olivia, is the main singer of the band. Frickin' Adam Hicks is playing,
Yes.
what's his name, Wendell?
Yeah, Wendell or Wen.
He's the piano player.
I wish I
forget-
had my piano.
It's Blake something.
Oh, Blake Michael? I think Blake Michael.
Yes.
Blake
Michael
yeah.
is the drummer.
Charlie.
Naomi Scott plays Mo, who is... Does she play bass? What?
Yeah, she plays bass. And then Haley Kiyoko. I don't think I've said her name right. I apologize. She's the lead guitarist.
Yes, she plays Stella. And she's also the Anarchy girl.
Anarchy! Anarchy! Anarchy!
Introduce a little anarchy. Start a lemonade bass band, and then everything becomes
I got a perfect joke for you guys.
corny.
I got a perfect joke for you guys. I literally just thought about it. She wants to start a revolution. She'll start a revelation. So listen to her declaration.
We hold these truths.
But if you start singing one little song from that movie, well, then everyone loses their minds.
We can't spend a whole episode singing songs. We can't.
Oh, the thing about songs.
Not today. We'll do it later.
They're catchy.
Just cut to our review of Hamilton, where I was singing like half of them. We can't control ourselves around music. The music controls us.
I would know.
Karaoke is like gravity. All it takes is a
Gravity?
little push.
Gravity?
No. Don't defy it. Okay. Moving forward. What did we think? What did we think of Naomi? What the hell is happening?
Oh yeah, for those who don't know, Neil can't see what we're doing, so...
I can't!
Caleb has a defying gravity hat on his head.
Naomi Scott! What did we think about Naomi Scott? Because obviously she would go on to like have a very great movie career. She still does, and it's still going. So I'm wondering if like, was this her start? I'm pretty sure she was in other stuff before this.
Yeah.
But
this is the first time I was introduced to her. I think. I mean, she's been in like earlier stuff, like a TV show. But yeah, I got introduced to her in like Lemonade Mouth.
I think that her role in this is kind of maybe one of the weaker ones. I think her and Charlie kind of have
Charlie.
least to do.
I will agree with Charlie though. Yes.
Well, Charlie's whole role is, I don't want my parents to find out I'm in this band. And then they find out and nothing happens. Like, we don't even see them find out.
I mean, he also has a crush on Mohini too, so...
Yeah.
I actually kind of liked it. There were a lot of seemingly platonic relationships in this show.
I like platonic relationships, yeah.
He means movie, but yes.
Well, usually, like, when you see something like this, it's like in a different movie, Wendell and Olivia would have ended up together at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But it mostly seems like they're just going to be friends, and that's cool. I did like that they didn't have to push a forced romance, and they really could have. Like, when he gives her the kitty. All right, let's go through with a little more control than this. Jack, you got some notes for us?
Sure. What have we got on the first page? I've just taken down, like, there's a bunch of jokes in this that I just really like. At the beginning, you have the setup that you should be more like Charlie, you need to be more like your brother, and it's this old weathered football stuff. They set up the idea that his brother's dead, and it's like, oh no, he's just really successful and he's off at university.
Yeah, I was ready to make fun of that because I thought the actress was fake cry. Like, you could tell that the crying was fake, but then when it's revealed, oh, he's not dead, I was like, oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad Charlie didn't make it to the soccer team. I mean, I wish he probably would have tried out for baseball. I'm pretty sure he would have made a good pitcher.
All this year of friendship, you're throwing it away with all these puns.
Stop being so bitter.
Oh.
I'll kill everything.
So for those keeping track, this video is a drinking game. For every lemonade pun you need to drink.
You'll die.
That's what I'm doing now.
Of lemonade.
Don't do that to yourself.
It's only 4%. It's fine.
Lemonade.
We'll see how I'm doing at the end.
Lemonade.
Hammered by the end.
Don't worry. I will save your life with a lemonade.
Nice.
We're going to hell.
Neil.
God is dead and we have killed him.
Jack, stop being Nietzsche. Neil, stop being so sour.
We already did the sour joke, Callum. That one was already said.
Not
Don't
during the
worry,
recording.
don't worry. You know we'll clean up your mess with the Minute Maid.
That
I'm gonna
wasn't-
die.
I'm not drinking to that. That wasn't a good joke.
You have to admit, you missed me. Don't you guys miss me?
I missed you more than life
Bad
itself.
puns, singing like every 5 seconds, and then talking about Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh my god.
Look, I missed you incredibly. But those are the bane of my existence. The only thing worse than puns are fart jokes, in my opinion. But moving forward, Jack, do you have more notes?
Sure. Again, nothing story related. It's mostly the jokes. They do a good thing throughout this film, where before they sort of introduce something, you see it on screen beforehand. So before the principal ever starts going around on the Segway, you see the Segway just sitting, leaning against the wall outside his office. Before they see the vending machine, you see all throughout the basement, there's just cans of the Mel's lemonade dotted around the place. I like that wee bit of not behind the scenes stuff. It's just a fun wee detail.
I thought the cans, speaking of that, looked a little weird. Like, they looked like glass bottles.
Yeah, I want to know people's thoughts on this. What container is the lemonade in? I'm very confused.
It's a low-budget machine. They got all the glass jars they could and tried to make them into cans.
But they're see-through, so I'd assume glass jars. But they open like a can, and the bottle of them is like a plastic bottle.
Is
I
it
have no
plastic?
clue.
You can get see-through cans, right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
gotta be real.
I
I've
mean-
never seen one.
I guess the only time is like those like plastic. I know we're talking about glass, but like plastic jugs where it has like those
Mhm.
fruit juices.
Yeah.
Anyone else? No. Am I the only one that takes? Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about, but where I live, there's no like soda pop opening. There's just
Yeah.
like a there's just like a paper thing, like it's aluminum. I
Aluminium.
I don't know anything about Gesundheit. I don't know anything about that's a reference. If anyone gets that, I love you. I don't know anything about these
Isn't
fucking
Neil
bottles.
possessed? Neil sucks the zest.
I quit.
All right, Neil, feel free to leave the chat. We'll call you later. Bye.
Me and Jack will start our own podcast titled Pun Suck.
Oh no, I like a good pun. I'm only
like
drinking
a
to the good ones.
pun. Okay, cans aside, even though those cans
Yeah.
did look weird, I am obsessed with those cans.
Yeah, I want one. I wonder if you can find them on eBay. If any remnants from the set are available anywhere online.
Oh, that lemonade is beyond rotten now.
Well, that's an
Yeah,
interesting point as well.
It's definitely not appealing. It's not appealing.
I mean, weirdly enough, this is another tangent, but weirdly enough, Disney has a tendency to like bring back drinks you forgot about. Like, you know how Marvel Land is about to open in LA? They're like Marvel theme park.
Yeah.
You know, Los Angeles, Disneyland.
Yeah, I was just double checking specifically that place, right?
In Hank Pym's Test Kitchen, which is the restaurant there, they brought back the soda from Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
If you
nice.
remember, he used to work at a soda factory, and one of the soda bottles like got Hulk's blood in it, and it killed Stan Lee in his cameo.
Wait, what?
Wait, hang on. It didn't kill Stan Lee. It probably turned him into a giant, like, Hulk monster.
It's implied
What?
it killed.
In the MCU's first Hulk movie, The Incredible or whichever one of the Hulk movies that one is, like, technically is canon. Bruce Banner is working at a bottling plant.
Is this before Mark Ruffalo?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Edward Norton.
That explains a lot.
He like cuts his finger, it gets in a bottle. Stan Lee drinks soda from that bottle, and it kills him.
Hang on. If it killed him, then explain his cameo appearance in the Lego games, where he's a playable character where he has spider senses, Wolverine claws, and Hulk powers.
And
Like
the
a
second
giant-
one, you get the
Excelsior.
Stand Buster, and it's got a giant pencil on it.
Excelsior.
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 So yeah, Lemonade Mouth.
Lemonade Mouth.
I love how we're
Okay.
getting off topic. It's funny.
This is a good movie. We're not deliberately avoiding discussing it, okay? This is just...
Here's the thing. This is a decent enough film. This is a tropey movie.
Oh,
There are a
yeah.
lot of tropes in this.
Yeah.
We want to list them?
Well, there's one where they kind of subvert it with Olivia. So don't talk about like her plot reveal.
Okay.
But yeah, we have like Wendell going, "Oh, I've got the stepdad, this stepmom that I don't like," and Charlie's got to live up to his brother. The parents are being too hard on Naomi Scott's character, and of course, Stella is a rebel, but she's not really rebelling for anything. But she still feels dumb. Yeah, that's another thing. Let's just focus on the movie one at a time.
Okay.
What did we think about the first musical scene?
I like
Where
it.
this is specifically the scene where they're in the detention cell.
Also
Basically,
known as turn up the music, but yes.
Yeah. They're in detention. They got sent there because each one of them did an individual crime of some sort.
But those reasons for getting detention...
I don't even understand Olivia's. Like, I get Wendell's because he like called a teacher stupid.
And Mo, she ditched.
Yeah.
But
Mo's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia was reading in a
Stella was trying to
closet.
start like an uprising.
Yeah.
And then Charlie like threw a ball at the coach.
What was
Yeah.
going on with Olivia though? Because Olivia was eating an apple and reading a book in a closet. I don't
Did
know what
ditch
she was doing.
class? Did she ditch class and decide to hide the janitors?
No, it was during like lunch break. I assume it was just because you're not going to go in the janitor's closet, would be my guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that doesn't feel like you're in detention worthy. Like, he literally filled out the slip as if it's like, she's done this before.
Maybe he's just being a big jerk.
That's
Or
another thing.
maybe-
This principal character, played by the same guy who plays Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
I have no idea what that is.
It's an Adam Sandler movie.
Oh.
Well, one of the better Adams. No, not good, but it's one of the better ones.
It's probably his best one.
Have you seen Uncut
I don't
Gems? That's.
I
No,
haven't seen it.
No, the only thing I've seen
Mm.
Adam Sandler do was Dracula for the Hotel Transylvania's movies, which I found out he's not doing Dracula for the fourth
No,
one. So.
but it's Brian Hall. Yes.
God
Oh,
bless your butt, it's Brian Hall!
Congratulations, man. We know you're not seeing this, but congratulations.
Yeah, you're not watching this, Brian Hall. I love your voice impression. I sent you a Brian Hall video. Actually, you sent me a Brian Hall video, Cher. He's the guy who did he sang Frozen and all the different Disney
Yes.
character
Yeah,
voices.
That
Yeah.
man.
That's his big
Yeah.
one.
Good. Yep. He's fabulous.
Lemonade
There's a reason
Mouth.
why I love voice actors, man. I will talk about Tara Strong, but I'm not going to.
Yeah,
So-
I want
I'm not going to.
detentions.
How?
Detention.
Don't give me a look. I'm not going
Detention.
I want to ask,
Okay, so
as a
there's
little bit of a
slipping in
tangent.
the water.
Did you guys ever get detention at any point in high school?
Nope,
Yeah.
I never got detention. Ever.
I got detention once for being late to class.
I
Same.
mean, the only thing I really did that wasn't detention was like, I don't know what I think it was in PE or something. I don't know.
I have an opinion about detention that I think no other person in the world does. I actually really like detention because when you're in detention, you had more time to do schoolwork before you went home.
Oh.
You finished, you got to draw and stuff. Like, you don't get to talk or be social like Breakfast Club or this, but it was an excuse to do my homework, and then when I got home, I could just, like, play video games. So I fucking loved getting detention.
I actually never been to detention, but I witnessed someone getting to go to detention. So it was 8th grade. It was during lunch. A guy that I had a crush on, his name was Christopher.
Bump, 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 bump. It's like a
Yes.
blues song.
So I had a crush on this boy named Christopher. I don't remember what his last name was. So apparently during the entire school day, he was wearing contacts. Like they look like vampire, contacts. So then like the dean like spots him, and I'm like, how did he not realize that he was wearing contacts? He's like, you sir are going to detention. You are no longer contacts.
I mean, I brought fake blood to school once and got detention, but that's different from contact.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people were faking injuries.
I'm sure it probably violates, I don't know, what the dress code or something.
Did you ever get detention, Jack?
It's different here
Once.
from the city.
Yeah, it's the thing I want to bring up as well about Stella getting detention. It's like, I can wear this shirt. Our high school had a uniform, so, everyone's wearing the same thing anyway.
No,
there was a dress code.
If they would found out that I got in trouble for something, they probably would have beaten my butt, and I would have been grounded for a week. But I was a good girl.
I briefly went to a Christian private school. And when I went there, I wasn't allowed to wear anything with skulls on it. But that's the closest thing I had to, like, a dress code.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I remember the one time I got detention. I arrived to school late, the bell had rung, classes had started, and the teacher was at the door to, everyone who showed up late to get detention. Got it, went to school all day, went to the room it was held in after school, sat down, brought up my laptop, ready to start work, get back to work on my essay. Teacher walks in and just says, Jack, get out of here. Okay, cool. 5 minutes of detention. Nice, okay.
I'm surprised I never got detention during freshman year when I procrastinated from doing business and software application homework.
I'm surprised you didn't sing in the middle of the lunchroom and get detention.
I actually did. We had karaoke every Friday, so I actually did sing publicly. And at one point, I actually did join Glee Club. So.
Oh, nice.
Your high school was cool.
It sounds a lot cooler.
Well, I went to a magnet school. I went to a magnet school, so I used to be in like orchestra for like 5 years. So.
I remember the one time. I remember people breaking out in song "Our School," Callum. I think it was your senior year when the principal, it was like a Disney dress-up day, came walking down the stairs in the middle of the social area dressed as Cruella de Vil, singing along to the song.
I would have loved that.
Oh yeah,
I also was surprised that I didn't get detention for creating like a dance mob.
You created a flash mob?
We did that.
Yeah.
I created a flash mob. So every Friday it started around junior to senior year. That's when I started getting noticed by everybody because everyone loved the way I dance, because I used to be in dance for basically all my high school years.
Everyone loved my dancing too.
Yeah, so apparently everyone was just sitting around, and I think some type of Ariana Grande song came on, and then I just started going down at it. I created a flash mob, and everyone just started surrounding me, and I was like, yeah.
Man, you guys
Very nice.
had all the fun. Closest thing I ever got was a dance-off during my prom year, but that was it. Anyways, Lemonade Mouth.
Yes. So they all get detention for some stupid reasons. They arrive in detention. The first song. Okay, that's where we were. Okay.
Yeah, there's like dripping water, and like this happens so many times in the movie where like there's like dripping water and they some sort of constant noise that they turn into a beat.
Well, you
And
know,
then-
remember in Ralph Breaks the Internet, when the Disney princesses, they said you can start a song with just water. Just look at water and you can break into a song.
They took the advice.
But this is sewage water.
I appreciate
Oh,
that connection, but I hate that.
We don't talk about sewage. We don't talk about sewage here.
I talk about sewage.
No, we do not talk about sewage. Mm-mm.
Sewage. It exists.
No.
If you get to say lemon puns, I get to talk about
No.
sewage.
You know
mean,
how I feel.
How about I combine the two? If I drink too much lemonade, I'll need to go pee.
I take
No,
it back.
no one laughed at that. Move on.
No,
So
no,
basically,
everybody take a shot, but not like a shot as in a drink. Take a shot at shooting Callum for that joke.
I got a lemon with your name on it, Callum.
All right, so the
My
first
gun's
song,
out of reach. I can't get it.
I think it starts with like the water dripping, and then Wendell starts to get into it, and then they all get into it slowly.
Yeah.
How does this make any sense for Olivia's character? Her whole thing is like, I'm stage fright. I can't sing.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she has some type of alter ego. I don't know.
It made
Like
very
Hannah
little
Montana.
sense.
Yeah, Olivia's probably the most inconsistent on that front. But everyone else, they set up to that point. Everyone has some musical background. Mo's got violin lessons. Wendell does piano. Charlie's sitting drumming in the back of the car. The rest of them, I buy it. Olivia, it is a little out of nowhere, but this is sort of her first. This is your introduction to she's into music as well. So
Well, maybe she actually finally decided to let it go.
because it's a Disney film.
Hey, at least they didn't make a lemon pun.
You're hurting me nonetheless. Anyways, what was this song again? They kind of blend together.
Turn up the music. Turn up the
Come on.
music. No, I will not sing it for the sake of Neil and Jack and Callum.
Oh, I love this. I love this movie and all the songs and everything. I'm game for singing along.
Bam, 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 turn up the music.
If I'm not allowed to sing the party rabbit,
We're
got
allowed to do choruses.
Come on,
That's what we agreed to.
fine.
Oh.
Good night.
Come on, turn up the music. There we go. You're welcome. I'm waiting for the other song.
This song was catchy. I liked it.
So the music teacher comes in and says, "You have so much potentiality." Yeah, but for some reason, Olivia didn't even play any other instrument. She just sang. But even so,
Well, technically, your voice is an instrument, Callum.
Oh yeah.
That's an instrument, baby.
I was taught that music actually back at my days of high school. I thought, "Hey, singing doesn't count as music because it's not an instrument." And they corrected me. Nope, yes it is. It is an instrument, Callum. They corrected me.
Oh.
I was prejudiced, you see. So
There's a reason why I joined Glee Club.
yeah. So the music teacher, because they kept like tossing aside the music in exchange for the glory of the gym. Not that there's anything wrong with the gym, mind you. It's just that the head teacher is a bit of a narcissist here, but we'll get to him later because he was hilarious.
Oh, you mean principal? You mean the principal?
In the UK, it's the head
Yeah.
teacher. Yeah.
Well, maybe he wants the soccer players to get their head in the game.
You ran out of lemon puns, didn't you?
I noticed. I'm just gonna drink for every pun now because we're running.
You don't have lemon puns anymore, and you're just digging from literally everything.
Yeah.
Other Disney musicals. That's where I'm.
Acknowledging what you said earlier about this being a tropey movie, these characters sort of doubting themselves, like, and the stereotypical line, "Oh, it was nothing," and here I am just saying that.
Well, again, it's also based off of a book, so maybe it might have been Disney's end where they decided to do tropey things because that's what Disney is known for. So I guess I don't know.
Also, that music teacher who's barely in the movie, She is
Resnick.
convinced that this is like fate. Like she's like, no, this is wonderful what you've done right here. This
Call
is
it what
gonna
you want.
change the
Fate,
world.
destiny, a
A
horse.
horse.
It was
Continue.
fine. It was a fine song. I don't think it changed the world.
I think it's
Like-
also because she's coming at it. I like. She's a fun teacher. She's funny in this movie, but I also like that she's coming at this with the angle of, oh, this will save my job. This will get the music department
I
back
don't know
on.
why, but she
back in the
reminds
books.
me of Miss Darbus from the High School Musical movies.
Another thing, well, they do fill similar roles. They're both music teachers.
Yeah.
I just think it's really like that's a big school. It's like a really big school. And yet
That's bigger
all
than
the
my
other
school.
classes except for gym are downstairs. Like they're all in the basement.
There was
Oh,
history.
history,
yeah.
In the danger zone. There's a hope.
They brought up that like the chess club's down there, the school newspaper's down there,
Ballet's down
drama
there.
club.
Audio
Right.
visual.
Down there.
Am I the only one who wanted to see more interaction with all those other clubs? I really wanted one of them to play chess with the chess guy.
I mean, the only ones they really mainly interacted with was like with the AV club.
Which
I
I
actually-
love that. I love that.
I actually thought like it was going to end up being a team effort. Like maybe the art club makes their logo. Maybe they get to perform on stage with the drama club and stuff like that.
Maybe the chess guy strategizes on their financial tactics.
But no, it's just Lemonade Mouth. They're all that matters.
Well, that and AV. Technically, the AV club kind of helped out just a
And
teeny weeny bit.
It's giving a voice to the voiceless and everyone else down there to get in and
They
have something to
will not
rally
be
behind. And,
They will not be silent.
yeah.
Ah!
Here's the thing. I know there's supposed to be the underdogs and stuff. All of them are like really pretty.
Yes.
I guess is my issue. They are all
They're too
pretty. They all look popular.
Chalk
Yeah.
that up to it's a movie and it's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I will pop you.
I don't know about you. If I were making a high school movie, I'd probably make it self-aware, cast people who, forgive me, aren't stereotypically beautiful, but are beautiful on the inside, and give a drama all about them. And every
Like
time they
me.
say, like you, and every time they say something like, "Oh, it's nothing," I'll say something like, "Come on, it's not nothing. It's clearly something. Come on, what is it?" Or every time they say, "Oh, it's fine," darling. Every time you say it's fine, you're clearly not. It's the opposite. Come on, what's your problem?
Well, speaking of the problems, each one of these kids have issues. And let's talk a little bit about that. So, with Naomi Scott's character Mo, she her boyfriend is in another band.
He's a
And
douchebag.
when Lemonade Mouth starts getting going, they're like, "Oh, well, you're taking our spot at the Halloween dance because that matters."
Again, he's a douchebag.
They're in high
He's
school.
kind of a douchebag.
Trivial things matter at that age.
Are we allowed to say douchebag? Because I thought that was a bad word.
Ah.
You could always say,
Me,
Share.
me and Neil have been dropping swears throughout the past few episodes. It's fine.
I say things that I can never take back.
We all do.
Words that would get me executed on other planets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like Chopper.
Anyways,
But yeah, there's drama with this boy. That's really her big plot, and also she's like trying to like step out and be her own person when her dad clearly has ideals of who she should be. What was that, Cal?
Is that girl?
Just remember, I'm thinking about that boy from the other band. When he was rapping, I was just thinking, narcissism, the rap. I mean,
Oh
most
yeah,
of
did
their songs.
you notice that? All
Yeah.
of their songs were like mean songs.
He's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
it's very
what?
intentional.
Don't you wish we're us? Don't you wish we were us? Don't
Hey,
you wish you were us?
And Lemonade Mouth kind of has the same thing as well. Dude, does every high school band say, "Look at how talented my singing is. I'm an idol to worship me."
It's when I have to use like veteran renegade lemonade music as my medicine. I'm going to try to make a name better than a reason around the whole world. Because instead of them, people need a breeder because it's feeling drill and stop. Now, Kayla say no, because we're coming to your house and people smile like the lemons in their mouth. I'm a real deal. You know how I feel like get down and just in for the girl. Get down now. I'm playing around with the piano, but girl just make it sound like.
Gotta turn the world into your dance floor. We'll get to that.
Oh god.
Well, this one.
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure I mumbled through half of that, but god damn it, Adam Hicks. I think
you tried. That's what matters.
Remember,
as someone who used to rap, it's not easy.
He would have been perfect in Hamilton.
Maybe.
Yeah, the other band, yeah.
Yeah, I remember they had a song. I think it was "Don't You Wish You Were Us," where one of them just goes, "I'm gonna steal your girlfriend."
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think the first line is like, "My girl is better than your girl."
You know,
Who says that?
Wait. So in the story of the song, you've established I have a girlfriend, the singer, and then it's like, I'm gonna steal yours too.
yes. Like all of their, well, we only hear 2 of their songs, but both of their songs are just like less profane Bo Burnham songs that are like meant to be parodies of this. But they're just not self. It's like yeah.
I'm with you, Jack. I thought a lot of these songs were kind of like that, where they all start out with like, "This is how I feel," and it almost like all of the songs felt a little generic. But I did find myself liking them.
Don't agree with me because I'm disagreeing with you.
Well, here's the thing.
I take that stance with Mudslide Crush. Their stuff is very, very lacking awareness. It's Disney. They're the antagonists, you know. It's fine, but I wouldn't listen to those songs after the fact.
You gotta admit though, Jack, there were one or two songs. There were 1 or 2 songs where it was like, "This is how I feel, and this is how I feel," and it was just very kind of like generic, and it's just the idea of emotion without being an emotion.
Welcome to musicals, Neil.
I love musicals, and there are better musicals than this.
Oh, well, yes. But singing about your feelings, that's the whole point.
I love singing about your feelings, but here's the thing. I have no idea how these people feel after the songs. They're literally just singing the song, and they're like, "Look, emotion." And I'm like, okay, but what does it mean?
Well, we can break it down individually, and we'll always be more than a band. She's sad, because her cat's just died, but the last thing they reminded her of her mother, and at the end, it's like, oh yeah, we're all friends, I still have you guys, friendship, we're good. Cheering her up.
My dog says hi, by the way. Bye, Alpha.
Bork. Woof.
Hello, dog.
Woof. Bork.
I guess Determinate is kind of about their message of like anarchy.
Fun fact. So, for Disney's 100th Disney Channel original movie, which was Adventures in Babysitting, yes, they did their own version of Adventures with the Babysitting. So they couldn't say like don't mess with the effing babysitter. Is that the famous line? Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah. But like, apparently they actually released a soundtrack of the most popular Disney Channel music, and Determinate was on there.
Of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was like, obviously it was like the first Descendants movie, High School Musical, Camp Rock. They even had like Kim Possible on there.
Nice.
Well, like
I
the theme song.
like the music in this. I just acknowledge it's not the most original.
I mean, I get you. I get you. Whenever I think of Disney Channel like movies, I think of like, you know, the High School Musical or Descendants or Camp Rock. This is kind of like right in the middle.
Yes.
I mean, I guess we can skip ahead a little bit. They have all of these like consequences for making the band. They become very unpopular. They literally get in a fight where Stella spits lemonade in someone's face, and that's how they become Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah, that's how they came up with the name. Like, what was it? Like, I know one of their it was like when and then the Anarchists, and then I don't even know what Charlie came up with. I forgot.
Oh, the names of the band, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie's was like something along the lines of the groovy Funkadelics.
Yeah, like the Groovy Blues or something, yeah.
I think it was Soul Groove. I don't remember.
I think it was Soul Groove, actually. Which I'm now very surprised isn't the name of anything.
I'm sure you can look it up. There'll be bands who have taken all of these names. They'll be...
Skipping ahead, they do perform at the Halloween bash. Olivia's all scared because she's now stage fright. She's very inconsistent in that respect.
But by the power of lemonade.
The power of lemonade.
Yeah, they literally just froze for a lemonade.
When I saw the audience and like the Terminate, the Scarecrow kind of looked like Jennifer Stone from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah. I thought Bob the Builder is the blue dungarees and the orange and yellow patched shirt.
Did you guys see Waldo?
No.
No.
That was
Where was he?
Well,
When
Is
the principal
is he
is
with
pushing
Carmen
people out of
Sandiego?
the way. When the principal is pushing people out of the way, you can find Waldo.
nice.
Oh, I thought he was with Carmen Sandiego. Oh.
I don't know where in the world she is.
Hey, Neil's making the puns now.
Hey.
It's not a pun. It's not
Yes.
a pun. It's
He has
you.
been
One of
converted.
This is a clever, this is a clever joke. It's wordplay.
If I can do it, so can you.
But did you guys notice? Okay, let's talk about the songs first. First up would be "Determinate," which is probably the catchiest song in the whole thing.
Before Determinate, it was Somebody.
Yes.
Oh, okay. They play "Somebody" first.
Mm-hmm.
They also do. They don't do one of the rival band songs yet. They did one of them earlier.
They do. It's turn up music when they're in detention, and then Somebody for the
I
first
think it's
rehearsal.
like, oh shoot, wait, I think I have the name of
It's
the song.
the crowd yells or something.
Yeah,
the crowd
and the
shouts.
crowd goes. The
Yeah.
crowd goes.
Hate that song.
Oh, I hate that song too.
We couldn't think of a chorus. That'll do.
I thought the going I thought that was a little catchy, but the rest of it was like hot trash.
It's like
Like,
they're
what-
in a warehouse, and it's like, okay, man, we're come on, bro, let's go play. Let's get into our sports car and rev the engine, and then get back out again.
Yeah. The lyrics include as I follow. Who's that trying to talk to me? Standing over there looking like a wannabe. Keep me on ice, sub-0 degrees. I'm so solid that you can't see me.
I like that line. So solid you can't see through me. That's the only good thing that band has in the entire film.
You
Their
know,
logo's terrible. Their name
with a
reminds
different
me of sewage.
with a different sewage with a different director and studio. This could have been a parody of like biopics. Like this could have been like what the parody version of what Rocket Man and Bohemian Rhapsody are.
Oh, this entire movie could have been a brilliant comedy. This has all the potential. It has all the tropes. It can make fun of itself. And the principal character is so funny. This has so much potential to be so funny.
Even the name Lemonade Mouth, it kind of sounds like a parody.
It does. I will agree with that.
This
I
one
mean,
could've been funnier.
I like the movie, but it's not like one of my favorite like go-to movies. Like you know what I mean? Like the Disney Channel.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, I was saying that when I said, I like the movie, but it's not like my go-to Disney Channel movie. It's like High School Musical, Camp Rock, sometimes hell even Teenage Movie or the Descendants. Yes, I know how you guys feel about the first Descendants movie, but I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. As a kid, the first Descendants movie definitely has a couple problems, in my opinion.
Mhm.
But as a kid, this movie did actually kind of leave an impact on me, just because it was like, you know, they wanted to make a goddamn band, and they did it.
Yeah, I think there was originally supposed to be a sequel, but they canceled it.
That sucks. I would have loved to see this story continue. Maybe actually.
I think the director said that. I think he said one movie was enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
when it ends with you playing at Madison Square Garden, what's the sequel gonna be? If you're keeping it for Disney Channel, you can't do the drug, sex, and rock and roll part. So what are we doing instead?
Whoa. Okay, Jack.
Hey,
We're comparing Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man. That's...
Wait, I mean, they could put it on the star bit of Disney+.
I actually have a very, very bad theory. I have a very bad theory. You're gonna hate me for this. I apologize. I apologize in advance. I think Stella quit the band and she joined Gem and the Holograms.
Was she in that movie?
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
And then she had a midlife crisis, went back to high school, shaved her head, and became Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Didn't shave her head, she cut her hair.
Yeah, that's the better headcanon. She split personality and became Velma.
Good.
Gem the Holograms doesn't exist.
So during the second song, which is to terminate, right?
No.
Somebody.
Wait, I thought somebody was the first song.
No, turn up the music.
Was the first one, then somebody, then to terminate, and then She's So Gone, which Naomi Scott killed that, by the way.
They performed 3 songs at the freaking
No.
Okay. Educate me, Jack.
Within the movie, the first one during the detention is turn up the music. Then the first rehearsal is Somebody. Then you have the Mudslide Crush song, their first one. Then you have to terminate.
Okay, I forgot their other rehearsal. That's why I was skipping ahead. I was like, oh, let's just go to the band. Like, let's go to the Halloween dance. But going back to
the music teacher was singing along to Somebody, and I thought that was kind of funny.
That was dancing in the hallway. Yeah,
she's like Somebody.
I like that one too. I think Bridget Mendler's voice is really good for those longer notes.
I feel like Bridget Mendler is probably one of the most underrated Disney voices from Disney Channel. I know there's Raven Simone, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Dove Cameron, Zendaya. I freaking love Bridget Mendler, guys. Like, Ready or Not in Hurricane. Like, yes.
Yeah, like she's got just on IMDb, she's got a fair few credits just for being in the soundtrack for stuff. She just does songs for different movies.
Yeah, she is really good.
She's got a good voice. I definitely think of all of the singers in this, she was probably the best.
Yeah.
And that's not insulting the other singers. I thought everybody was pretty good, even though Charlie literally only gets one line.
I feel like it's her and Naomi Scott. It's kind of like neck and neck for me.
Oh yeah, it was very, very wise of them to give Naomi Scott her own song.
Why else would she
Maybe
be
that's the
Jasmine?
reason how she got landed to Aladdin.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding though, but I'm just speculating.
They gave Adam Hicks 2 rap numbers. They gave Charlie 1 line in More Than a Band, I think he gets a line.
Yeah, he gets a line in the band. And then Haley.
He does back up for other songs, but that's his only solo.
He's jumping.
Well, I feel like she's kind of like, for like Be Hurt, Be Strong, Be Proud, she does like.
Make some noise.
God, these songs are catchy. Say what you want about them being a little generic, but they are catchy.
That's the thing. Like, I haven't watched this film since it was on Disney XD, Disney Channel back in the day. I've listened to Terminate. It's somewhere in my Spotify circulation since then.
I have it on my Apple phone.
But I hadn't heard any of the rest of the songs since watching it back when it was on TV. And and sit down and watch it, and you sing along. You remember them. They're drilled in there somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like out of all the songs, obviously people are going to go to Terminate. I feel like the Terminate is like the most popular of the Lemonade Mouth songs. That's the reason why that song was picked for like the Disney Channel 100 songs.
Yeah.
Like 100 movie soundtrack.
They play over the credits.
Yeah, they play it in the credits too. So.
I think my 2 favorites were probably More Than a Band and Somebody. Although
Fair.
I do think the intro to singing more than a band is a little weird. Because, like, you know, in anything other than a musical, if somebody's, like, one true connection to their mother was gone, and then you started singing, I don't know if that would be comforting. Then it was a
Yeah.
little weird that it, like, showed the kids with the boom mics.
Her little brothers
Oh, yeah, her
filming
little
the
brothers.
music video.
Stella's little brothers, yeah.
I
That's
mean,
fun.
given the right context, this could work. Think about this.
Hmm.
Perhaps there could be a song that reminds them of sweet memories. I mean, think about it. This could work.
I think you're right. I just think that, like,
Caroline.
I just think the very cute, like, oh, look at the little brothers holding the boom mic. They're doing, like, a homemade music video. Maybe shouldn't have happened right after the whole, yeah, we're in a very emotional moment where this girl reveals what happened to her father, and it's legit shocking and sad.
I mean,
Like,
if you wanted to be more comedic,
Boom,
if you want to be more comedic, you might as well have one of them say, things in life are bad. Can really make you sad. Other things, they just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best.
You know what they say? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
I don't want your
Oh,
damn
man.
lemons. What am I
On
gonna do
the
with these?
bright
I was gonna make that
side.
pun.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby.
Oh,
That-
train.
Look on the
my
bright side of life.
I would love it if someone just cut this movie where it's like, and we figured out our new name. And then it shows the Lemonade Mouth logo, and they're just like, I don't want lemons, fuck you.
This Cave Johnson. Cave Johnson would endorse this band. I'll make combustible lemons that'll burn your house down.
He'll make a
We're
lemon.
keeping it to Disney. Ford falls through a portal and he just starts yelling at them. Ugh.
I mean, J.J. Abrams, who directed Star Wars: The Force Awakens, right? That's
Yeah.
Disney. He's
Mhm.
directing the Portal movie. So there's the connection.
Cool.
Yeah.
But moving forward,
Terminate. Halloween concert, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
don't wanna
basically
talk
after they
about-
do like the Terminate, then Stella does another uprising with like the lemonade, because the lemonade machine is being taken down or being taken away.
That was right next to the detention room,
Yeah.
the one that inspired
Yeah.
the name of the band in the first place. It was
I
literally
think-
there on their way in.
Everyone together, because we're all in this together, guys.
Can we talk about Stella's anarchy? Stella's like standing up and like opposing the man and stuff.
Hmm.
Because
You will remember her name.
Well, here's the thing.
So Danny
Stella standing up for? Like, I get that she doesn't want the lemonade machine to go. So she protests, like, getting rid of the lemonade machine. But her main focus seems to be starting a band, the lemonade machine, and at the end, she gets lucky and meets the man who, like, owns the lemonade machines and convinces him to sponsor the school. This whole time, I thought, like, her thing was, we shouldn't be accepting all these school sponsors because they only care about the gym. So instead, she was like, let's get a different sponsor. That doesn't
So
feel like
basically she's a
solving the
hypocrite?
problem. I'm not saying she's a hypocrite. I'm saying she fought a battle against nothing.
I think she's very anti like censorship is sort of her one thing throughout. That's sort of her only narrative through line of anarchy. But, you know, for Disney Channel, if you know, I like this movie, but for Baby's First protest, it's fine. It works.
Well, I mean, she kind of did another revolution in that one episode of Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yep.
I love how
Was
when
that
she's
before or after this, actually?
I
I
love
think
how
it
when
was like I think it was like before, because it was season 3. Yeah, season 3 was around like 2009, 2010.
I love how when she's rebelling against the lemonade machine getting taken away, she refuses to stand up, even when it's raining and even when the bodyguards are moving. She's happily sitting there, even when the police catch them. She's just happily
that's another
sitting there.
thing.
Clearly, you have not been to a protest, Callum.
Stella is unintentionally kind of mean to her friends. Like,
Yeah.
all of her friends are hurt. All of her
They're
friends like
sick.
have been having a really hard time.
They're sick.
She hasn't talked to any of them to the point where when she sees them, she's like, "Oh, what happened to all of you?"
Did you all
She
get hit by the
encourages-
same car on the way here?
I know.
Straight line.
Like even like
She-
during like the before somebody, she's already like, you know, they're quitters. Blah blah blah. Can't you do this right? It's supposed to be 4-4, Charlie.
That's trying to motivate them to like prove her wrong.
Yeah.
That's...
True.
I think that the second it turned into a fight, she probably should have just stood up. Like, she should have been like, "Okay, we're done. We'll leave."
Non-violent protest. You know, you don't fight back, so they can't charge you with anything.
She's
But her
strong.
friends were fighting. They were like jumping on the dude.
That's on them. I'm not going to jail.
They did it to defend Stella.
Yeah. And they chew her out for it a little bit when they're in the cell. They're like, this is kind of all your fault.
Yeah.
And also, she's completely ignoring the fact that they're hurting. Like, no, we're gonna go perform anyway.
You know the chump at the movie. We'll get there eventually.
I think Stella unintentionally is like, oh, and also she like forms the band kind of out of spite, where she's like talking to her parents and they're like, "Oh, well, what did you do?" And then she's like, "You know what? I'm gonna start a revolution."
Start a revelation. So listen to her declaration. I know I already made that joke before. I don't care.
Yeah. Speaking of revolution, the entire school is somewhat inspired. They put signs everywhere, even the big one in the local
That's
pizza
another
cafe.
thing. During that first song, everyone's like booing them, but then so quickly they all become like super fans, like in a concert,
They're
and
good
they are
fans.
freaking
That's
out.
possible.
It's just
How can you go from hating like it's like a 180 turn right there?
Well, they hate them because they've never... it's mob mentality. They've never heard them before. It's just the popular kid said, "I don't like this." So they're all like, "Oh, okay, cool. We also don't like this." And then it turns out they're good, and they're like, "Oh, never mind, it's cool."
I get that, but the thing that's weird to me is like just how popular they got,
That's
because like they're walking down the stairs and people are actively moving to the sides so they could go first. They're like clapping them from the balconies.
Yeah.
Do they not go to class with these people?
This actually,
Hey!
this actually
Wish
reminds
for
me of my
filming.
senior prom. This actually reminds me of my senior prom.
Everyone
This
moving out the way for you to
legitimately
come down the
happened.
stairs?
I know that this is a kids movie. I know. But I'm an adult watching a kids movie. I have to review it as an adult watching a kids movie.
There.
No, but seriously though, this legitimately happened at my senior prom. Me and my prom date, everyone moved to the side and started clapping when we arrived.
Nice.
I mean, that's prom. That's a very specific circumstance. I have to assume these people do this every day.
No, they only did it for me.
No. I mean, in the movie, because there's no special reason for why they moved out of the way.
Well, if you
So they
want
must
to
do
be...
it every day.
You could take the cynical look at it as well. It's like, oh yeah, they're just the hot new fad. By the end of the week, no one will care.
hey, they went from 0 to hero.
That is kind of support. Oh God, that is kind of supported by the fact that they get that gig at the restaurant, and
Dante's Pizzeria. Yeah.
yeah, they're good for a little bit, but then like people start mocking them again, mostly led by the rival bully, who dude has issues with this band.
Yeah.
I hated him. I don't care if he has pretty blonde hair and blue eyes. I hate him.
I love how he used the soda hose as a weapon.
It's like, oh!
Yeah.
It looked like an accident when he pulled it the first time, so I was like, oh, it's an accident. But then it cuts to a shot of him aiming it at them.
I actually like it when Mo trips him, and she's like, oops, did I do that?
And then let's talk about... you know what? Can we talk about the more than a band scene? Because I do want to talk about all of the issues the kids have.
Cool.
Oh, sure.
So I think
Oh,
Olivia's
and
is
this
obviously
is after Principal Brannigan cancels them, right?
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
been cancelled. This is after they can't perform at the pizza place anymore because of that fight.
Mm.
Oh wait, I think More Than a Band happened before that.
No,
Before
More Than a
they-
Band is after that because it's after that, and then Olivia doesn't show up to school because
right,
of her
and then
sister
like the
stuff.
pizzeria thing, and then
Yeah.
this movie sometimes the continuity is weird.
Well, a little bit of background is Wendell went to her house to write songs with her because they end up becoming very close friends. And friggin' Olivia has this really old gray cat, which my cat is gray, so I sympathized a little here. And it was like her mom's cat.
Her name
The
is
cat.
Vance.
It was her mom's cat. The cat is super old. The cat passes away, and she doesn't go to school. All of Lemonade Mouth comes to check on her. And this is where we kind of get everything laid bare. They all talk about their issues. Stella reveals that she feels like she's stupid in comparison to her family. They're all talking about, like, it's honestly kind of unintentionally douchey because they're all talking about how hard their lives are. And then Olivia comes in with the reveal because earlier, when it was revealed her mom was dead, Wendell was like, "What happened to your dad?" And she couldn't bring herself to say it. So you assume he's dead too. But the plot twist is he's not dead, he's in prison. And that hit me a bit.
Yeah.
Like that was like actually a shocking reveal where she just blurts it out while they're looking at the clouds. And like she talks about, like, for a minute it felt like Disney was getting real because they kind of even implied he went to jail for drugs.
Ah.
Yeah, because she said that he did pretty bad things after her mom passed away.
And this is even more striking because this is one of the most obvious example that this movie is an obvious example of Disney playing it safe, but this was bold.
I remember as a kid when I watched this movie, sitting on the floor in the living room, however many inches to my face away from the TV. When that line drops, I remember younger me being like, "Wait, but she's a good person. Her dad can't be in prison. That doesn't make sense." Would have turned to look at my parents had they been in the room. Like, explain this. Little Jack was thrown by that.
Little Jack, you need to understand that there's some good and evil in every single one of us. That's a tragic
Callum,
truth right
Little
there.
Jack is dead. We have Big Jack now.
I know. No, yeah, that's one of those things. Is like that was probably one of the first, at least in a Disney Channel sitting watching it on TV movie where I was like, oh, this is making me question the world a little bit. So good job Disney for that for kids anyway. Yeah.
Disney, you're doing a great job with their kids entertainment, but Disney, I adore you even more when you talk about issues that make people think a bit deeper. Like you do it all the time with Pixar. You stepped up your game with Lion King. You talked about religion with Hunchback of Notre Dame. You talked
But
about.
They didn't because they changed it that he wasn't. He was just like a judge instead of.
Yeah. Like sort of an ugly.
Let's jump into that subject.
Well, Falcon and Winter Soldier talked about, like, racism.
Yeah.
Which is something I didn't think the MCU would ever touch on. And, like, here, this was a surprise that I thought it was cool because, like, I couldn't help but notice she doesn't say it till after Wendell is like, "Oh, having a stepmom sucks." And then she immediately blurts out, like, "My dad is in jail. I don't have family." And later, when he has the black eye,
she says that when they kind of had like that big blowout, it's like, it's like, at least you have a family. I don't even. My mom's dead. I don't even. I'm grateful for you guys. Something around the lines like that. I don't remember.
So emotional, she blows out her voice.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I do think, like, that explanation was trivializing a little bit what Wendell was going through, That being said, though, he never directly said why he's upset about his stepmom. I mean, he mentions that he's like, oh, well, she's not my mom, but he never straight up says, like, I guess it's briefly mentioned that his mom left. Like, it isn't a death, it's a divorce.
Yes.
So
Right.
maybe he blames his dad, but I don't know. I feel like they should have said that.
Yeah, I think it is just the "you're never going to replace my mom" angle.
Which is why
Which is-
when he hugs her and says, hey, I'm glad you came, it's so important.
And I like that the conclusion to his story then at the end when he brings the new kitten round is like, oh yeah, I think he says it's like, it's not great. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Which I like that. It's not, we're happy families now. It's, we're okay for now. We're working on it.
I do think that in a different version of the script, maybe in an earlier draft, Wendell and Olivia were going to be a couple, because I couldn't help but notice when she she specifically says, I did it for you, like when she's talking about joining the band. And I don't remember her having like any connection to him. Like he wasn't really begging her or anything to join. He did seem more in support of it than like everybody else, but he even said at one point he wants to do a solo career.
It's based off of a book, so I don't know how accurate this movie is to the book.
None of us have read the book, so I think we need to take it as its own thing. Yeah.
As far as we know, this probably took the book completely out of context to play it safe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Disney.
I don't know. That moment where it's like my dad's in jail, that could have been in the book.
Might be.
I don't know. I think that could have been one of those moments where it's like, no, we got to stay true to the source material. Maybe that's why they let him get away with it. Maybe it wasn't the book.
Well, it's one of those things. I don't know if I'd like. Again, someone who really likes this movie, I have no intention of reading the book because it's a film about a band. So reading a book about it, you're not going to have the musical numbers. It's just going to be, and then we performed this. I felt really good, and the crowd was cheering. Next.
Unless the pages come with the musical sheets for the songs.
It might, in which case I might buy it, but...
I mean, I would be curious to actually check out the book, because I liked this movie too, and I think I would like a deeper dive on the characters, and I have to assume that would probably be in the book, because you'd probably get their mindsets and stuff.
Keep in mind, Disney's had a reputation for completely changing source material for the sake of their own versions. But every once in a while, Disney has been made to make some very faithful adaptations. The first one that comes to mind would be like Holes by Louise.
Oh, I haven't watched that in like years with Shia LaBeouf before he, unfortunately,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Shia LaBeouf?
He became present day Shia LaBeouf. He's fine.
Yeah.
For a
Lemonade
minute, I
Mouth.
thought it was going to be revealed like Shia LaBeouf killed 20 people.
I mean, his brief stint in... I don't think it even counts as a music career. Questionably could have done that.
But you're right, Jack. Lemonade Mouth. Do you have any more notes for us? Any more jokes?
Oh.
That everyone's sublimed? I don't know.
Can we please,
Principal?
yes, please talk about the principal. He's so funny.
He's
Go ahead,
great.
Cal. Go ahead, Cal. Talk about the
Right.
principal.
Talk about Principal Brannigan.
Yes! Okay,
That's not
basically,
very interesting.
this is basically this movie's equivalent to Harry Hook. It's that character who steals every scene he's in. It's so funny, whether intentional or not. It's the very presence of he's basically this bully archetype, and he's kind of over the top, and he races around in his little Segway scooter thing, and to the point where he kind of looks like a supervillain on it. Like there's a scene where people are fighting, and he just zooms in around a corner. What's going on here?
I loved that fucking segue.
Yeah.
He nailed that. I believe this guy has been in plenty. Like, this is an actual comedic actor. Like,
Oh, yes.
this guy has been in a lot of stuff. He's been in Adam Sandler movies. He's got his chops. So, like, of
Christopher
course, when he came
McDonald.
in, yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
Christopher
when he
McDonald.
came into this movie, he brought the chops. And honestly, I remember thinking he's like an older dude. How is he doing so well on that Segway?
Don't underestimate anyone older,
Yeah, people
When-
like age 88 can still go water skiing and still take care of children. Don't underestimate senior people. But basically,
Well, when I was a kid, they had like a behind the scenes viewing of this movie where they would like cut in clips of like behind the scenes stuff sort of in the corner. And apparently one of the little facts was he actually had to be trained to use that Segway. But once he figured it out, he literally used it everywhere. Apparently when he wasn't on screen, he was still using the Segway to the point where other actors kept laughing at him and ruining their scenes.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. There's also the scene where like two characters are talking about something so sad. He comes by in his Segway, like circles around him, says, "Hello, are you missing that such and thing?" I can't remember the line exactly. Having a good day.
Having a good day, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hello, students. Are you having a good day?"
He
And the
circles around.
secretary opens the door and he just zooms right into his office.
Oh, thank you, Faye. Thank you very much. Thank you, Faye.
The only thing that would have topped that if either A, he accidentally bumped his head on the door, or B, he did a little
Well, what's weird to me is not only does he not like get punished, because he is kind of the villain. Him and that one bully kid are the villains. Not only does he not get punished, at the very end he's just like, "Ooh, I got a new sponsor. I'm fine with all this," and he might end up dating the music teacher.
Yeah.
They have that flirty dialogue where it's like, "Oh, I used to be a rebel back in my day." I just imagine him hitting mailboxes with a bat while riding his Segway.
It was back before the Segway, so he's on a unicycle or something,
Callum, eventually we'll collect all these characters and make them a movie. We'll get Harry Hook, that one kid from Zombies.
Yes!
Oh, is it not Brody? But Bucky.
I think it was Bucky. We'll get Harry Hook, Bucky, this kid, this guy, and we'll just throw him in a movie.
By the way, Cal, when are you gonna release that zombies thing? We did like almost a year from now, man.
Focus about it off-screen, lemonade mouth.
There's a lot of content on Disney+Pals I've yet to upload, but probably should
Yeah,
by now.
the first Aladdin movie, aka the first time I did stuff with
Yeah.
you guys.
Lemonade mouth.
Neil, stop being such a sourpuss.
I was about to say it too. I was about to be like, guess I'm Dr. Sourpuss now, but I didn't want to promote the puns.
Everyone, can it?
I'm on to my last can now. Come on.
Okay, we're sort of towards the tail end now. What do we think of, like, what's it called? The frickin' the show they did, the competition.
Oh, Rising Star.
Yeah, after this we can go through like all
I
the
don't know why. For some reason I kept getting like Camp Rock vibes. It's like the final jam, guys.
Yeah.
It's the final jam.
I was just sitting there like, where are the other competitors? Why is it just
They were
these
not
two people?
important. They were not important.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's the part where they do like, oh, don't you wish you were us? No.
I'm gonna steal your girlfriend. It was great.
My girl is better than your girl.
Oh my god.
My car is
that's
better than your
shit.
car. My hair is better than your hair, bro.
Don't you wish you were us? It's funny. It's very funny.
This
really
is the
want-
rival band saying,
I want an edit of this where it's Scott Pilgrim with the roommate up on the balcony yelling down, just jokes constantly throughout their song. Oh, I want to riff tracks of this one song.
Wait, I wonder what else did they do? What hold on, I gotta see.
Pull up the lyrics, yeah.
I'm
What we
gonna
got?
pull it up.
Let's take
Wait.
a tangent here and mock this song.
I'm gonna do it now.
Well,
I
I'll update
Oh,
everybody on
It's
the
not,
indie.
the title of the song is Don't Ya Wish the Letter U Were Us.
Oh my god.
God.
Now, earlier Jack made a joke about killing God.
What? Whoa!
I think that song killed God.
Oh, one of the lyrics is You're so LOL.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
yeah, I
so
remember that
VIP. Okay, I found it's like my girl is hotter than your girl. You
You
know
know it.
You
You
it.
know
Yeah,
it.
my ride is sweeter than your ride. I'm gonna steal your girlfriend.
I knew I heard I'm gonna steal your girlfriend.
I'm about
I
to say,
knew it.
you're MIA, we're VIP, you're LOL, we're BNG, BIG. No
I
one
don't
really
even
likes
understand
that
what they're
word.
doing. There's so many where they're like, okay, we're doing like acronyms. We're doing like LOL and shit like that. But then they just start typing words like they do BIG. That's not an acronym, guys. That's a word that's big.
do you want to
Now
add
all the
any...
pretty girls are waiting to get their pictures taken.
Oh my!
Crush.
Don't you wish you were us?
No.
I'm glad that we don't, like, it's told, okay, Lemonade Mouth didn't win that contest, obviously. There's also no way that these guys won it either. Let's be real.
I don't know. That audience was cheering. That audience that is just obsessed with these
We
high
don't
school
get
bands.
confirmation, so I am in denial. They did not win. There had
Assert
to
your
be at
feelings,
least a
Jack. You
third
know it to
band.
be true.
No.
You said it yourself. The other bands weren't important.
Yeah, it's like,
What?
sorry, but your train has left the station. Maybe you should try a permanent vacation. Are you a member of the Loser Nation?
Kill me.
Hey, Jake Paulers, let's. Oh, like
Okay. Back to our heroes.
Oh,
Lemon.
wait. Before we do, what did we think of not Breakthrough? That's the ending one. She's So Gone. We didn't really talk that much about it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up after we got the plot, but I
Oh,
like that
okay.
one. As a kid, I liked that one.
She's so gone.
I mean, here's the thing. I do think this was another one of those kind of generic songs. I did not love that after She's So Gone is performed, she keeps bringing it up in her dialogue like, I'm not the same girl I was before. Me and my music career, we're a package deal.
She will not be silent.
The dialogue just felt a little too campy for me. Didn't hit.
Like that lead
Camp
car
in a Disney Channel movie? Never. Especially not Camp Rock.
Yeah.
God damn, I did a pun. Fucking kill me.
Yay! You did another one.
But besides that song, which I thought was fine. It was kind of generic in my opinion, but I liked it, I guess. It's not my favorite though. At the end, when they're about to enter the competition, everybody got fucked up. Friggin' Wendell got his eye hit by a painting. We already mentioned Olivia lost her voice when yelling at Wendell because, like, she was like, "I did it for you, stupid."
Yeah, Mo is sick.
The drummer accidentally
Yeah,
crammed
Charlie
his
breaks
fingers on a tray.
fingers. Yeah, Charlie breaks his fingers.
Yeah, most of these make sense. Mo's just sick, and Stella is fine.
Yeah.
I
At
think
least
that's
not
one
all
of
of them
the-
are. At least not all of them are conveniently ill.
I mean, yeah, it is good that they came up with multiple reasons for everybody, but it is still really weird that they all happened at the same time.
Where's the lemonade when you need them?
Yeah, just drink lemonade and that will heal your injuries.
Yeah.
Lemonade is the nectar of the gods.
Yes, that's right. Forget ambrosia. It's lemonade you need.
Couldn't be more right, Cal.
Oh
Couldn't
yeah,
be more right.
the weird hand thing where they do where it's like you, me,
Oh,
back. It's like, That was-
Everything's weird, dude.
Hmm.
But yeah, so they get up there, they start performing. It sucks. And the boyfriend, we barely mentioned the boyfriend. Well, one of the other
Scott, I
band
think.
members, yeah, the rival band member, this guy named Scott, he was dating Mo, but they kind of broke up. Like, the main singer of the other band tricked Mo into thinking he cheated on her. And at the end, he comes out, he, like, betrays his band to help them. And the audience starts singing one of their songs. Which
yeah,
I
it
thought was
starts
cool.
it starts with the girl in the wheelchair, and then another boy, and then like the parents, and then everybody just starts singing. They're like, gotta turn the wallet to your dance floor.
Determinate. Push until you can and bend a man more. Determinate.
Determinate you and me together we can make it better. Gotta turn the world to your dance floor.
Determinate.
Determinate.
I love just the line when they're writing that song in the back garden. It's like, that is not what determinate means.
Yeah.
The Daleks would be proud.
And they're like, determinate isn't a word. And I'm like, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Determinate
Wait.
is a word.
Siri, what does the terminate mean?
It means to determine. Like to figure out what something is.
Let's see what Siri says.
Okay, so Siri says determinate is an adjective meaning having exact and discernible limits or form.
Discernible. Having exact and discernible limits.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
I
what-
looked it up earlier, though. My preferred definition is just on Urban Dictionary, the first one that comes up. Determinate. Turning the world into your dance floor, pushing it till you can't, and then get even more.
Urban
That-
Dictionary is the
That is
best.
the meaning of this word, and I will not hear any other answer.
I hope that there's some kid who gets that random word in like a vocabulary thing, looks it up and is like, well, this is the definition. Oh, Lord. But, yeah, so did we think this was a good ending that they like kind of weren't able to win, but they still like, you know,
They
left it
got
like,
Madison Square Garden, and they performed Breakthrough.
Yeah.
It's kind of a half and half with this movie in general. On the one hand, yeah, I was kind of sincere that they didn't do it, but they got all the moral and spiritual support at the end there. And the narration, which was very cleverly formed as a letter for her dad in prison. That was very clever, actually.
Now, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I didn't actually think that was clever. Because if you'll remember at the beginning, it starts with, what is lemonade mouth? Poets, anarchists, and whatever. This is the most pompous letter ever written to a man in prison. Like she's
I think-
literally like, we had our big fall.
I think the worst part of this film is that opening poets and visionaries and stuff. And like if you see on Disney Plus, like on the extras, they have the trailer for the film, and the trailer for the film markets it with that opening line, like read by like the epic trailer voice guy, and it's like, no, that one line does not work. You can't.
Yeah, if I were a kid,
Let's-
and if it were a parody, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, again, this could have been a comedy.
I'm kind of okay with it though.
Yeah,
Like I like it for.
What did you guys think of Breakthrough?
it's really good.
I liked Breakthrough. I liked all the songs. Again, I think none of them are like super new, but I didn't hate any of them, and some of them were really catchy. I
Yeah.
like the songs. How did you feel?
Let's go through the songs. Yeah.
Breakthrough, here comes the day. Here comes the moment that you gotta go with it, so don't let it get away. It's all a breakthrough. Let's turn the page. Cause every day is moving closer. Life is just a roller coaster.
Who needs the songs when Sherry can just sing them all?
Yeah, I don't need to watch Wicked. I got Cher. But yeah, so let's try to rank the songs if we can. Well, okay, let's start at the first one.
Turn up the
What was
music.
the Turn up the music. Yeah, that one was very catchy.
Come on, turn up the music. It's
Do we
all
think the second song was better though?
Which one? Oh, Somebody?
Yeah, somebody. Somebody.
Once
Somebody.
told me the world was gonna own me.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
shack.
She
Bridget
was
Mendler,
looking
please
kind
come
of
on.
dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape
Of an L on her forehead.
And
Well,
the L
the years
standard
start
for
coming and they don't
lemonade.
stop coming and they don't 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 stop coming.
This is a chaotic episode.
I'm
Full of
okay with
lemon
it.
puns.
Yeah, it's a musical. We're allowed to. What was that Britain's Got Talent performance? It's a musical and we're waving our hands. It's a musical.
A musical. A musical. That's from Something Rotten.
Mm.
Okay,
the songs. Let's turn up the music.
Something I think is probably the
Somebody.
best one.
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody.
Yes, somebody.
It's just
I'm a little biased for Determinic. I'm a little biased
Yes.
for Determinic.
well, Bridget
That's like-
Mendler's
that's like-
voice
that's
really.
Like whenever I think of Lemonade Mouth, Determinate is the first thing that pops into my head.
Man,
I'll be
only because
completely
it
honest.
rhymes with lemonade. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't a song about lemonade, like just straight up drinking it. I know it's mentioned during the rap
Yeah.
part, but there was never like a let's make a whole song about like we don't want the lemonade machine to leave. In other Disney films that would have happened. I liked Somebody though. I think Bridget Mendler's voice really worked with like that specific song structure.
Yeah, I think she's great. I think she's probably one of the underrated Disney Channel artists.
Yeah.
In my
Well,
opinion.
that's when I started getting into her. Like when like she started singing that song and like honestly, I think Olivia, while very much being contradictory a lot in the movie, she's also probably the most interesting character because she has the most going on. I mean, I think Wendell is also pretty good, but like overall, like that scene where he hugs his stepmom and he's like, "Thank you for coming. I was scared. I was in jail." That's a really good scene. But Olivia has like 7 scenes like that. She has the scene where she's just looking at the cat and you can already kind of tell its backstory. She has that scene where, you know, she's crying her eyes out. She loses her voice when yelling at Wendell. It's great. I really like a lot of the stuff in this. And there were times when, fuck it, I'll just go into my final thoughts. There were times when it really felt like they were taking that extra step of taking it seriously. Like, this movie is not perfect.
No, it's not.
It has a ton of problems, but like, for a Disney Channel movie, I'd probably say it's one of the better ones. It was nice, fun little romp. I like lemonade. I like music. Fits.
So what's your rating?
Um,
I got the calculator right away this time, so.
Oh, nice. I'm good.
I'm trying to think about it.
Should we come back
I'm
to
right-
you then?
No, I got this.
Oh,
I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
okay,
Nice.
that's fair.
I
That's fair.
I was thinking about giving it a 7, but like, this is above average, and even so, it's a little above average, but not by much. Like, there are a lot worse Disney movies out there,
Like the
especially
Sundance.
Disney Channel movies.
Like the Sundance.
You know,
First
what? I would
Descendants
say,
movie. The first
I
one.
would say, just based on a couple of the scenes, you know what? I'd give it a 7.
Oh,
Nice.
Just barely a 7.
okay, okay.
I-
Who's next?
Well,
I
they did.
the last though.
They did some really poetic stuff where like Wendell gives her the kitten, and he's like, because he's like her new family. There's like a new cat.
Hmm.
There's some good scenes. But who wants to give their final thoughts and ratings next?
I'm going
Cat up.
last.
I'll take it.
Jack.
Oh, you can go.
Okay, Jack.
I really like this movie. Cher said earlier, oh, you think Disney Channel movies, you think High School Musical, you think Your Descendants. I think of this and High School Musical. But this is probably, excluding some of the animated stuff, this is probably my favorite live-action Disney Channel movie. So, I acknowledge it
Alright.
for what it is. It's not a great movie. It's not. It has its issues. Some of the acting is a little hokey, but it's fun. The songs, aside from Mudslide Crush, but you're meant to hate them anyway, are all good. They're all pretty good songs. I like the cast. Charlie could have had a little bit more, but I like some of his performance throughout. When he finds out that Mo and Steve, or whatever her boyfriend was called, Scott. It's like, oh yeah, so they've sort of had a falling out. Nothing is said, but you just get a cut of him going, oh. He's like, oh, this person I kind of like is free. Okay. And I like where they go with that. But then he sort of tries to like say, I like you, sort of wants to ask her out. And she shoots him down. It's like, no, I'm not ready for this now. And we're just friends. And he accepts that. He moves on. And you get the little bit at the end of like, oh, there's this girl who's obviously been crushing on him throughout the whole movie. That he completely didn't notice until the very end. He doesn't get a lot of dialogue, but it's some of the visual stuff with him is fun.
You want to know what might have been more interesting? If Charlie's brother was actually dead, and like he not only had to like live up to the ideal of his perfect brother, but he was also grieving that perfect brother. So like he was having issues of like, how do I let go of this legacy that now forever is going to haunt me?
I mean, it might have been predictable, but I feel like that would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, and it would give him perhaps another layer to relate to Olivia with and stuff. Yeah, but I do like, again, when he comes out of jail and the brother's just like, you're lucky I picked up the phone before Mom did. And then they're like, oh, we're both going to be let down. Let's tell them together. You get that sibling camaraderie and stuff. But yeah, sorry, I really like this film. Realistically, I think I'd give it a 7, but I do really enjoy it. And again, the songs are great. So I think this gets a 7.5 for me. It's not good enough for an 8, but I enjoy it more than a 7, so 7.5.
I
Okay.
mean, rate it by your heart, dude. You enjoyed
yeah.
this movie more. Like, you don't got to be strictly critical.
I mean, that's what he told me when I did Rise of the Guardians, but I still gave it a 9 anyway. But anyways.
Ah, but you fools! I have an advantage. I have little to no nostalgic heart for this movie. I shall critique this critically.
Callum, what voice are you doing?
I don't know. It
That was
sounds like
Marvin Martian.
it should be an Austin Powers villain, but it's not. I don't know.
It's Marvin Martian.
I will
I
rate.
haven't watched enough Looney
Keep
Tunes.
doing the voice, Callum.
I will rate Lemonade Mouth with a very low rating unless someone gives me a loan of $1 million.
Oh, so it is Austin Powers reference. Okay.
No, this is a different one.
Oh.
I'm bringing it up because we brought up Austin Powers.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna be critical, Cal. Be critical.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
Fire away. I will not be offended.
I will be.
Well, it depends how low you rate it.
It's okay. Honestly, I don't hate this movie at all. I wouldn't mind if someone said, "Hey, you want to watch Lemonade Mouth?" I would probably have the Saitama reaction of, "Okay." It's basically, it's a very tropey movie. Basically, anything you could predict from high school band, they come together. You could pretty much predict everything, like everything about this
That's
movie
gonna
coming.
happen. Yeah.
However, every now and then, this movie will curve you for a few surprises. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the mood for the songs, they'll certainly give you something to jam to for a while, with some exceptions. And they do try to delve into some serious issues, which even some of them caught me off guard. So well done to them. I would give this a 5, but I'm going to give this a 6 because they do delve into the issues, and I appreciate them for that. And the principal. Enough said.
Running
Nice.
The freaking segue.
I wonder, like, was he all ready to adapt to the Segway? Did he have like a personal trainer for like a week to get used to the Segway before they started filming?
Do you think he improvised that? I don't know.
During the behind
He
the
just
scenes
turned
thing,
up on set to the Segway and refused to step off it. So they're like, fine, fuck it, we'll shoot around this, okay.
You gotta keep in mind
Okay.
that
It's a kid's film, so you have to wear a bike helmet, but other than that, we can roll with this.
I can't confirm this or not, but I almost mentioned it earlier, but I didn't because I wasn't sure. I'm pretty sure in that same behind the scenes thing, they mentioned he kept it.
As he should.
So Shooter McGavin may still have that Segway driving off into everyone's heart.
Christopher McDonald?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played a character named Shooter McGavin.
I just want to bring this up because I checked his IMDb just here as we were talking about him earlier. He's done some shows and stuff I've never heard of and whatnot, voice acting for like Ben 10 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A show I need to check out now just because it's him and who he plays. He plays Harvey Dent in a 2014 Batman series.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, Beware the Batman in 2014. He's Harvey Dent / Two-Face.
I remember Beware the Batman.
I need to check this out
Payne
now.
thinks of that. But Cher, you picked this, so what is your rating?
This is actually pretty tough. I was 10 years old when this movie came out. So like my birthday's in August, but it came out in April, so I would have been 10. I have a very nostalgic feeling with this movie. I grew up with it. Again, whenever I think of Disney Channel, like movies wise, I think of like High School Musical, Camp Rock, Halloween Town, Twitches, Descendants. This is actually one of my favorite Disney Channel original movies, and I actually remember 2 years ago, for my 19th birthday, I did a underrated Disney Channel original movies, like with like Jump In and Read It and Weep, Let It Shine. With that's a great movie too, by the way. And I actually included this because not that many people talk about it. I mean, with like the exception of like the Terminate, I think that's what people remember the most. I'm one of those people to remember the Terminate the most when it comes to Lemonade Mouth. Again, there is problems with this movie. Obviously, you know, when you're a kid, you kind of oversee the flaws and the issues. But when you're like a young adult, like I'm gonna be 21 like in less than 3 months from now, so seeing it from like a young adult, you can kind of see like it's very, you know, corny, cheesy, very predictable at times. Some of the characters get on my nerves, especially much like Crush Dude. God, I don't care if he has beautiful blonde hair and blue eyes. He's so aggravating. Oh, I cannot stand that dude, man. I can't stand him. I hate him so much. And I do feel that some of the main characters were underdeveloped, especially Charlie. Charlie was definitely the most underdeveloped out of the 5. But again, nostalgia. I love the songs. Clearly, you heard me sing pretty much the entire episode of this podcast, and me making a bunch of lemon puns. Again, I apologize in advance if I killed anybody making those puns.
Still alive. We're good.
I'm dead on the inside.
There's nothing we could do about that, Neil. You were like that before we started.
You're not wrong.
Right.
stand
So
In commemoration of Neil, he died of terrible puns.
How I wanted to go.
I'm gonna give it an 8 because it's like the nostalgia, but at least it's not like a 10 because I know there's problems with this movie, so I'm gonna give it an 8.
Nice.
I think 8's a good number. Like, if this held a really special place in my heart, it would probably be higher for me as well, probably an 8. But I think 7 is fair. I think 6 is fair. I think it's a fine movie. Probably one of the better Disney Channel ones.
Yeah, it's actually
So-
it actually is 28.5 out of 40, which averages about like 71%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, do we have anything to plug before we go into our new ceremony that
Yes,
will be
yes.
happening for the rest of the month?
I do. I have a couple of announcements.
Until Loki. Oh, nice. What are your announcements?
Yes. So first, I still have a Twitter. I hardly use it unless I'm looking up stuff from like Tara Strong or any other voice actor. Which you guys already know about that. But second, apparently my mom wanted me to get a Facebook page because of school, so I can follow my school and get like updates. So now I have a Facebook. It's like my first and last name, Sherese Sarazen, Sherese, Sarazen, Sarazen. I only got Facebook because my mom wanted me to make sure I follow my school and see anything that could help me out with this nursing program. But again, I have Facebook.
Sorry,
now.
you guys keep talking. I literally have to pee from all the lemonade.
Go urinate. Urinate. Urinate.
Oh my god. You're weird. But
That counts as a lemonade pun.
Yeah, so my mom's home. Anyways, like I said, I now have a Facebook page, so Twitter, Facebook, I still have Stardust. And speaking of Stardust, I mentioned it with you guys, but I'll mention to everybody else. So I am Sherry the Diswiz, and starting this coming up Tuesday, June 1st, I will be doing reactions, and I will be doing like this Nickelodeon month. So if anyone wants to recommend me anything Nickelodeon related, I'm serious. I am dead serious. I will react to anything Nickelodeon related. I don't care if it's Dora the Explorer or the freaking Last Airbender movie. I will react. I will do anything. Like seriously, I have freaking the Hey Arnold movie. I have Rugrats Go Wild, which is my least favorite Rugrats movie, but I don't care. I have the Jimmy Neutron movie. I unfortunately do have Last Airbender, but I will say, if you guys do recommend anything for me to do for Nickelodeon month for the entire month of June, I don't have Paramount Plus, so I can't look at the new Rugrats show that came out recently, and I really wanted to do all that. I freaking love all that, but I can't because I don't have Paramount Plus, so I only have Netflix and Hulu, so unless I have DVDs, or I have VHS. I have some VHS tapes. So if it actually works, I don't know if any of my VHS works, but unless I have like a physical DVD, or if it's on Netflix or Hulu, or if I can find it on YouTube or Dailymotion, I can't really react to that. So again, I will react to anything Nickelodeon related, which includes Nick Jr. So do you guys want me to react to freaking Yo Gabba Gabba, like how I was making a bunch of Yo Gabba Gabba funny moments during WandaVision? I will react to Yo Gabba Gabba for you guys.
I am making a request right now, live, and it is something on Netflix, so you can do this.
Okay.
That
what is
one
it?
episode of iCarly
Oh, God.
where
Okay.
that one episode of iCarly where they go to Japan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm mainly reviewing the entirety of a show or a movie, but I will say,
If you want to give yourself more effort, yeah, go for it.
well, yeah, but like I was just saying, but I'm only doing one per franchise. So, hi, Callum.
He has
You
a
could-
friend.
Did you have fun voiding? No, but I was saying, I was, oh, so Callum just tuned in, and it's a nursing term, okay?
Okay. Finish your thought.
What?
It's okay,
No.
Callum. You'll find it when you edit. It's fine.
Yeah. So, Callum, I told everybody that I now have a Facebook, and I am going to be doing Nickelodeon Month on Stardust, so I'll be reacting to 30 shows and movies on Nickelodeon. I don't care if it's The Last Airbender or Dora the Frickin' Explorer. I will react to it. Hell, if you guys want me to react to frickin' Yo Gabba Gabba, I will do it.
Oh man!
I will do it. I have frickin' like DVDs of like Nickelodeon movies right here. Okay. So
iCarly go to Japan.
Well, Neil, I'm actually doing the entirety of iCarly, but I will say that, it's only going to be like one something per franchise. Like let's take Rugrats for example. I'm not done yet, sir. So Rugrats has a bunch of episodes. It has like 3 movies. A new Rugrats series just came out, which I don't have Paramount Plus, so I can't do that. But if someone actually recommended they wanted me to do Wild Thornberrys, I was like, heck yeah, I can finally get to talk about Tim Curry. Woo! So, but I do have Rugrats Go Wild, and if I can't get any of these VHS tapes to work, then I'm most likely going to have to watch this movie. And this is my least favorite, but it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm only either doing the movie or the show. I'm not doing both, because that's going to take a hell of a lot of effort. And I will attempt, keyword attempt, to try to do Are You Afraid of the Dark? I hate horror. I do not like horror. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do Are You Afraid of the Dark? And if I have to watch Blue's Clues the next day, I will do it. Or anything Nick Jr. related. I don't care if it's Dora, Blue's Clues, Backyardigans, Yo Gabba Gabba, Oswald the Octopus. I will do it. So yeah, I know that was very long, but let's summarize here. I have a Facebook, Twitter, Stardust, June 1st through the 30th, Nickelodeon month. If you guys want to give me suggestions, you can.
All of those are linked below.
Like what?
All of those are in the description below. Click the links.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Who's next?
Jack.
Because I need a drink. Ooh, that was a lot.
Jack
Yo.
is next. Go get some lemonade.
You can find me at Jack of All Trades on YouTube. Currently, I'm almost at the end of university, so there will be more content coming once I have more free time. At the moment, we are just covering My Hero Academia. By the time this comes up, it'll be the first part of the Team Midoriya versus Team Monoma and Shinso battle. That's going to be interesting. I've got a lot to talk about when that happens. Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie, I have just seen. I haven't even filmed my reaction to that yet, my thoughts, my review. So we'll be discussing that and potentially more Demon Slayer down the line as Season 2 comes out. And some other movies and things I want to talk about. We've got Nicolas Cage's Willy's Wonderland FNAF horror animatronic movie. I have some thoughts. I'm going to be talking about a fair few new things. We've got some skits. We've got potentially some crossovers with other channels down the line, but those are in the works. Those are still in discussions. So if you enjoyed me at all in this, if you didn't, I will not take any offense. Go check me out there as well. I'm on TikTok at Jack of All Trades. Link to that's in the description below. there will be more content again coming out on that. Some of the recent animations and animatics have been doing really well. Hopefully, should be another one coming out in 2 weeks.
My mom says hi.
I didn't know if you all were recording live or not.
Yes, we are recording live, Mom.
Okay.
Hi, cheers, Mom.
Yeah, YouTube and TikTok. Links below.
And I will speak, because Jack won't say it, I'll say it for him. If you are not subscribed to Jack, you're doing yourself a disservice. I know, because I watch his stuff.
Hey!
I'm not just a promoter. I'm a fan.
Hey! You're welcome, Neil. I introduced you to him.
Oh, that
He is
reminds me,
from Scotland.
Adventure Time. There's new episodes of that already out that I haven't watched yet because I don't have the time. There's new Infinity Train that I haven't watched yet because I don't have the time. There's so much more content coming to the channel in the next few months. Please check me out. Okay.
Please, dear God, check Jack out. Do yourself the favor. Callum, you got anything to plug? You're still over there. Everyone here usually goes over there. You got most of our fan base already.
Come subscribe to us. Basically, I plan on doing more Sonic the Hedgehog themed stuff because this year is his 30th anniversary. Probably do more reviews. Probably go back to voice impression videos. Those are quite fun to do. That's what I'm planning on doing, but I guess we'll wait and see down the line.
Then I guess I'll plug my stuff. Guys of this channel, E3 right around the corner, and we are reacting to the press conferences. We've got guest stars who aren't usually on the YouTube channel going to be in the reactions. We got uploads of Resident Evil 8 going to be coming out soon. We are ready for a lot of content this summer, including my big hope is I'm hoping to start actually doing some theme park reviews, which I'm going to start with my local theme park, which isn't that far away from me, which I am actually going to next week, specifically to get footage for reviews. So
nice.
Please, everybody, stick around on this channel because it's a big summer for us. And please head over to Twitch because that's where you can pay me, you see. That's where I can get money for my work. We play a lot of games, we do a lot of laughs, and since we do upload Twitch streams to YouTube, if you want to get that shit early, head over to twitch.tv/Dr.Knealetapus. You got to spell out the doctor, and there's no dot in Knealetapus. It's all one word. But now we are ready.
Ready for
the
what?
first. Well,
Oh no.
we decided we wanted to do a theme month. And I asked people on my Twitch, what should we do? And I think their choices may have been inspired by another podcast that I'll bring up when we actually cover this first thing we're going to get. But the pick was to do everything completely random for 1 month. So before we do that, we're going to test that with next week's episode. We're still going to do Loki like we did Winter Soldier and WandaVision. But real fast before Loki comes out, we're going to do something completely and utterly random. Now, gentlemen and lady,
Hello.
I need us all to agree right now
Okay.
that no matter what this is, we will review it.
I'm kind of
Whether
scared.
it be a documentary, whether it be a children's show, whether it be a series of shorts, whatever it is, we're going to cover it. Do we
Can I
agree
ask
that now?
for little Einsteins, please. be
Yes.
little
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, please be little Einsteins. I'm just kidding.
All right. Now let's begin the process. Since this is the first time we're doing it, I will describe it for you fine people at home. It all relies on me and Jack and maybe Callum. I
And
have a
not me.
list. Well, you get to be there and you get to be like, ooh, you're the audience surrogate. You're important.
Okay.
I have a list of pretty much everything on Disney+. Not everything, but pretty much everything. Now, I have numbered that list, and then I threw that numbered list into a random number generator.
I hope
So-
it's not Cruella, because I'm not going to be able to watch it.
Corella's not on the list yet. We're good.
Cruella is not on this list.
Thank God.
Premier access.
I mean, I'm going to see Cruella soon, so if we want to review that, we can in the future. But
Later.
I have randomized the random list to make it even more random. And then, to make it even more random, Jack has a number generator between 1 and 1062, or 3. One of those numbers.
1063. Yep.
Dang.
Jack will be getting a random number, which I will find on my random list. Now, the way Callum plays a role is if it is a TV show. By the way, someone should look this up right after we find out what it is. But if it is a TV show, Callum will pick a random number for the season, and then Callum will pick a random number for the episode without looking. Callum is not allowed to look this stuff up at all.
I'll
That's how we
research.
keep it random. So, with that, let us start. Jack,
Okay.
please give me a random number.
For transparency, when you go on Google and you look up random number generator, one comes up unless you put in a minimum and maximum. That's what I'm using. You can try this yourself at home.
I'm doing it for Nickelodeon month.
Nice. 3, 2, 1, generate. 701.
701.
701.
All right.
What we
I'm
got?
scrolling down. We're in the
Oh.
400s right now. 600. Ooh, we're almost there. 690. 701. Monsters University.
Oh, wow.
Hey!
Okay.
Hey, we got something good. So join us next week. Oh my God, I'm so surprised. Where we'll be reviewing Monsters University.
Yay!
I feel like we won. And by the way, just to be cool, I'll talk about what's around it. Right below Monsters University is Mulan, and right above it is Dog with a
which
Blog.
Oh,
Wait, which Mulan?
1998.
Oh, thank God.
the only Mulan.
Also, I'm seeing John Carter, something called Gus.
What the hell is Gus?
No offense to fans
Breaking
of Gus.
2.
Wait, where's the Green Mouse Detective?
I don't know. I'm in
This
700.
list is over 1,000. Who knows?
Wait, what was the other one?
What? I'm confused. We're doing Monsters University.
I know, but I kept interrupting. You said there was one above it.
Oh, the one above it was Dog with a Vlog.
Aha! Because Blake Michael was in Dog with the Blog.
And for the record, there are a lot of documentaries on here. Like, I'm looking right here. I see The Lost Tomb of Alexander the Great.
Dang.
Yeah, London Adventure. We could have gotten a documentary, but instead we got a pretty good movie.
How long is a typical documentary?
An hour, 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, they can sometimes
A
go
movie.
3.
Yeah.
They're movies. So, wow, it really feels like we won the lottery. See you guys next
We
time.
got a Pixar film. What are the odds?
Yep. Yay,
Monsters
Pixar.
University.
Someone who's good at maths, calculate the odds and put it in the comments below. Cheers.
Now, if you guys excuse me, I'm going to be watching Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events now.
I'm gonna
enjoy
sleep.
the hell out
is
of
it?
it.
No, you guys
Lemony.
didn't. I said Lemony.
Lemony.
Come on.
Lemony.
Oh.
I would drink for the pun, but I finished all my alcoholic lemonade.
Me too.
No, I'm really going to be watching Lucifer though.
Because with the letter L, lemonade.
Yeah.
You know what, Jack? I'll help you out. I got some whiskey here. I'll take the final
I'll
shot.
take that through the screen.
So, bye everybody. If you guys have any suggestions for Nickelodeon month, let me know. Or let Neil know. Or something like that. Whatever,
Oh.
bye.
Oh,
When life
forget
gives
how
you
warm this-
lemons.
You make
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. No more puns.
We apologize, or I should say I apologize for all the puns.
In
Yes,
this,
man.
ya banshee.
I think we spent most of this episode with puns and talking about high school than the actual movie itself.
No, I think we covered it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have ended the episode if we didn't. I guess it's already ended here. Jack, you could go.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
We're still recording. We're still recording.
One.